Beach season comes around and most people are thinking about their stomach. That's pretty typical. We get a lot of personal training clients wanting to tighten up that gut. But the other thing we get a lot of talk about around here, especially times of the year when your shirts are going to start getting sleeveless, ladies, is that when you wave at people, the back of your arm continues to wave. It does the wave. It's the jello response. So we get a lot of ladies that come to me and say, how can we tighten that up? So I'm going to show you a very simple exercise that's been around forever and ever and ever, and it doesn't require, the good thing is it doesn't require any equipment. You can actually do this at home on a couple of chairs or a bench or some steps or whatever you've got. You can get creative on your own. You can do it on your stairs with your feet off the stairs. It's called a tricep dip. We actually would call this a tricep bench dip because a tricep dip to us is where you've got two parallel bars, but this is a bench dip. Have to be very careful so you understand what I'm saying. I've got two really good benches here because I'm in a health club, but you could use just about anything. You're gonna put your hands behind you, knuckles facing forward, and then you're gonna put your feet in front of you so that your hiney falls off the bench like that. And then what you're gonna do is just lower yourself and then back up. And what that does, it works the triceps, which is the back of your arms. Now, some of you aren't going to be able to do many of these. I would do 10 to 12 of these right now. And if you want to make this exercise harder, guys and bodybuilders, you can actually set a plate in your lap, like a 45-pound plate in your lap, and that adds resistance to the movement. Well, most of the folks that I'm talking to at home, you don't need to make it harder now, do you? Probably not. Probably what you really need to do is find a way to make it a little easier. So I'm going to show you how to make it a little easier. All I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this bench out of the way. And I'm going to put my feet on the floor. And this is what I'm talking about you can do it at home. If you've got a chair, a sturdy chair, let me say that, a very, very sturdy chair or bench or something, or a staircase or something. You, again, slide your hiney out, but my feet are on the floor. Now I could do this all day, and I'm sure that y'all could do 12 or 15 of these, and yet I can still feel this in my triceps. Now, as you got advanced, you can put one foot up. Okay, it's like force repping yourself by doing that. That way you get to make it a little harder as you go. The beauty of weight training is that there's so many different ways to do it. When we talk about weight training, we call it progressive resistance training. That's a big highfalutin word. That means that I'm going to start off doing this easy, and then as I can do it easy, I can make it a little harder and a little harder. That's why your body adapts and changes. That's why this is the best way to reshape a body. Body sculpt. You hear body building, body sculpting. The reason you can do it is with resistance is because you are reshaping the muscle. Now, there's one other thing I want to point out. If you are overweight, or if you are out of shape, besides putting your feet on the ground, you can also start out by doing these very shallow. All right, my feet are on the ground again to make it easy. See what a shallow movement that is? Okay, and then as you're more comfortable, you can get lower and lower. And then as you get more advanced, you can put your feet up on a bench in front of you and really make it harder. And like I said, I've been training for 33 years. I felt that. Before you ever start a routine, get checked out by a qualified physician, make sure you're good and healthy, and then please come to Jason's, start out one-on-one, figure out what you're doing correctly. Don't spin your wheels. The worst thing in the world is to spin your wheels and get frustrated and not do it right. I know I've got a lot of folks that watch us in the Bruton area, Jackson, Alabama, Destin, Florida. You can always email us. We do have people that come in, we write you a routine, you give us some of your background, you come over and spend a couple hours with us, and we train you and teach you, and then you send you back home, so you can do that as well. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.